Honorable Chief Guest Sri S.N. Subramanian, respected Sri Rajneesh Kumar, Chairman Board of Governors of MDI, members of the board, my faculty deans, faculty, staff, graduating students, proud parents, members of the press, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here before you to present the Director's Report of 23-24 for MDI-Gurgaon. Let me start by first congratulating all the 646 students who will receive their diplomas today. 46 students from PGDM Executive, 315 from PGDM, 125 from PGDM HRM, 118 from PGDM IB, 13 fellow students, totaling up to 646. And in addition, our chief guest will be giving out 19 medals for scholastic performance that are awarded to meritorious students of MDI. We've added a considerable amount of capacity to our PGDM program in the last year through the business analytics program, through the online PGDM program. We also gave out scholarships last year. 19 students of the first year are proud recipients of scholarships, which include 100% fees waiver. In addition, 14 students of the second year received a scholarship which included a 50% waiver of the fees. I'm very happy to report to you that MDI Gurgaon continues to be a top-ranked institution with ranks varying from number 13 in NIRF to number 5 in Business Week to number 2 in Outlook's Best Private Indian B School rankings to number 7 in Business Today's. For the first time in the last year, we also participated in the Financial Times International Business School rankings and we came in 93rd in the world in 2023. One of our aims, of course, will be to improve on all of these rankings going forward. We do have to remember, however, that rankings are ultimately a function of what we do over time. What we do each and every day, what we do next month and the month after that, in the next quarter and the quarter after that, and over the year and the year after that, will slowly but surely influence the rankings. And so it's a function of the actions that we do. Of course, we will continue to need to do some actions, but what have we done in the past year? So let me outline a few of the things that we have done in the past year that hopefully will help us to improve ourselves and position ourselves better in the market. The first thing that I would like to report to you is the launch of the PGDM Business Analytics, for which I want to congratulate the faculty team and the acting director who was then there that put together the program, the Business Analytics program that we launched. It's a very, very valuable program, a very topical and timely program, tailored to meet the growing demand for skilled data analysts and data scientists who understand business and are able to derive insights from data for business. I think this program will go a long way to future-proof our B School and empower future leaders with the cutting-edge skills that they need to be able to operate in the marketplace of the future. In the last 18 months, 15 months, we've also commenced and enhanced and increased the intake of our PGDM online program for working professionals with a minimum of 2 years of work experience. We have a biannual admission cycle, so once in January, once in July, August, and with the third intake, which has just taken place in January, we have a total of 104 people enrolled across 3 batches. And I'm hoping that by the end of this year, with the next intake, we will have 180 people. This program has strong partnerships with organizations like Deloitte, JSW Paints, Carrier AC, and so on. And we also have self-sponsored candidates from TCS, NTPC, Gartner, Nestle, Microsoft, Walt Disney, Chrysler, Amex, PwC, Zepto, Tata Motors, and so on. The cohort has a rich regional, gender, and professional diversity with an average experience of 8 years. And the first ever foundation day of this program was celebrated on January 27 this year in 2024, along with a CHRO conclave. And by the end of the calendar 2024, as I mentioned, the program should be 180 strong across 4 cohorts with an ambition of growing to 360 across 4 cohorts over the next 1 to 2 years. Chairman has already reported to you the launch of the Brandscapes MDI Center for Behavioral Science and Neuro Lab. Going forward into the future, business schools to me are a combination of 3 different things. One is technology, the second is human behavior, and the third is sustainability. So technology, AI, machine learning, IoT, blockchain, data science, big data, and so on. The second one is behavioral science, organizational behavior, psychology, and neuroscience. So this kind of contributes in the second leg and allows us to generate insights into decision making and offer practical advantages for industry leaders. This lab comes equipped with a 128 channel EEG, the machine that allows researchers to look at what brain processes are and what areas are driving decisions. How are you making your decisions? That allows us to advise marketers, HR people better. I'm very happy to report to you that earlier today morning, our board has also cleared the AI ML Center, the Artificial Intelligence Center, and it's for its applications in business. And so very soon, we will have the second leg of our technology and behavior up and running. And sustainability also we should have pretty soon. Another noteworthy endeavor that I would like to mention is the Conference on Innovations in Public Performance Management that was organized on 30th June 2023, jointly conducted by MDI-Gurgaon, the Commonwealth Secretariat, and the National Center for Public Performance, Sawyer School in Suffolk University, which made a substantial contribution to the global discourse on public performance management. We remain a top choice for fresh talent by recruiters. Despite facing a lot of obstacles, this has not been an easy year for placements. Gurgaon successfully attained 100% placement for its PGDM and PGDM IB batch of 117 students. We were able to place 92% of our PGDM HR batch of 125 students. A total of 152 organizations participated in the final placement process this year, including 89 new ones. The highest salary offered this year was 63 lakhs. The median salary was 26.5. The median salary for IB was 22 and for HRM was 24. And the top 10 percentile for PGDM secured 44 lakhs. Recruiters included consulting companies like Deloitte, Accenture, manufacturing companies like Tata Steel, JSW, consumer goods companies, software companies, and so on. The largest cohort came from consulting and general management, and we hope that going forward we can continue to improve our performance and our relationships with the set of recruiters who keep coming, existing recruiters and also new ones that we are able to bring to the campus. Placements for the BGDM Business Management batch for 2024 maintained a similar status in terms of average compensation, with the highest CTC of 35 lakhs and an average CTC of approximately 24 lakhs. The part-time program BM has been able to provide a platform for incoming students to both pivot and elevate their career aspirations in a direction that is meaningful and rewarding to them. Profiles ranging from consultant to principal business consultant, manager to functional heads, and product managers were offered. All of these students, all of you, are now at the end of the session today, at the end of the convocation, not before. The governing body has to still agree to give you your PGDMs, then you become alumni, and hopefully you become illustrious alumni. With nearly 10,000 plus alumni working across 54 countries, the alumni of MDI-Gurgaon are a key stakeholder for the institute. And from this evening onwards, you, my dear students, become another key stakeholder. You join this key stakeholder in the institute. And as alumni, I hope that one day we can be proud of you and say that so-and-so graduated from MDI-Gurgaon in this year. We are trying to increase our alumni engagement process to scale. So earlier this year in February, I made a trip to Dubai. Some of my colleagues who were in Bombay and in Bangalore for admissions interview also reached out to connect with alumni, and that initiative was well received, that the institute is reaching out on more occasions to connect with alumni. I would like to invite you in your capacity as alumni to come and engage with the institute as guest speakers, as visiting faculty, as sponsors of consulting and research projects, as donors for scholarships, faculty chairs, and research centers. Our outreach this year had the National Alumni Meet in November, also the Regional Alumni Meet, also events in Dubai, Bangalore, and Mumbai, and a bi-monthly talk that we have inaugurated where faculty talk about the work that they are doing. The last such talk was held earlier this month by one of my faculty colleagues, if I remember, Abhishek Bail. The next one will be scheduled in April, and then the one after that in June. Last year, MDI Megaminds completed 5 years since its inception, a platform voluntarily managed by 6 alumni and supported by an MDI faculty member. These alums include Ashish Singla, Raj Chetan, Sania Duggal, Mayank Bansal, Paramjit Lamba, and Manish Verma, supported by Professor Ruchi Agarwal. Once in every 2 months, the 2-hour-long event brings forth 4 curated startups. For all of you guys who want to do startups, keep this in mind, for pitching to a group of investors, followed by networking opportunities. And their consistent effort over the last 5 years has fostered an entrepreneurial ecosystem that has enabled 130 startups to present and to connect to 50 investors. And these have included in different industries such as edtech, fintech, manufacturing, pet care, travel, and tourism. And we also saw the participation of MDI entrepreneurs go up at these events. I'm very happy that the classrooms of this great institution are fueling this entrepreneurial fire that we see spreading far and wide in times to come, and that we are also being able to create jobs, not just get jobs. In 2023-24, we had a total of 257 research publications, including journal articles that also include an FT50, case studies, book chapters, edited volumes, and newspaper and magazine articles. Faculty attended 37 national and international conferences, including top-notch conferences like the Academy of Management, Academy of International Marketing, and so on. And we successfully conducted 31 sessions of research seminar series titled Exploratio, which have significantly expanded and enriched the understanding of researchers and facilitated interactions between academia and industry. Since its inception 25 years ago, MDI's fellow program has been growing steadily, and we held a total of 21 events last year, including practitioner conversation series and wisdom cafe. And we also organized in February the Winter Energy Summit Conference with the theme Energy Transition, where there were 66 research papers submitted from around the world, and where the editor of a leading journal like Energy Policy was also present with his inputs. Many of you know that I joined this institution around 5 months ago from IIM Ahmedabad. I'm very happy to report that the quality of teaching at MDI, I have sat in at around 5, 6, 7 colleagues' classes. The quality of teaching at MDI is amongst the best that I have seen. In a time where teaching gets the short shrift as institutions move to focusing on research, I'm very happy to report that we at MDI have committed to invest not only in research but in further increasing the capabilities in teaching by sending our faculty to the Global Colloquium in Boston to enhance teaching skills using case methods, simulations, and other approaches. In terms of internationalization, we have partnerships with nearly 90 international institutes on exchange programs. We also have a program which is one of its kind, the PGDM IB, where our students spend 1 year here and 1 year at a partner institution. I do think we can leverage this program more. Yesterday I was talking to some students. I talked to 2 groups, one your student affairs committee and another group of 42 students. 42? Yes, it was 42 students. And the net takeaway for me was that we are not leveraging our PGDM IB program enough. This is not to downplay the other programs. I think PGDM and HRM and business analytics and NMP, BA, BM are all very, very important programs, but the IB program in terms of internationalization can be leveraged a lot more. Last year, a total of 74 students attended a term abroad at our partner institutes, and 24 students from these partner institutes visited in MDI for a term exchange. We hope to increase the numbers this year. We also formed an international advisory committee for internationalization strategy this year to advise and support MDI. We are in conversations just now with 4 universities, one in the United States and 3 in Europe, to increase this scale of engagement that we have with these institutions abroad that will allow us to increase our internationalization more. In terms of the centers of excellence, the existing 3 that we have, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. MDI's CERO team organized the International Conference on Creating and Managing Responsible Organizations in collaboration with Harvard Business School Publishing, industry partners IFCI and Halion, GSK, consumer part of the business of GSK, GlaxoSmithKline, which is now called Halion. Our conference partner was Terry School of Advanced Studies, and we were able to provide a platform for facilitating exchange of ideas, share best practices. And these dialogues were continued at Indam, Goa in January 24 by lead CERO, Dr. Tanuja Sharma. Thank you, Dr. Sharma. Center for Indian Thought and Indian Management, headed by Professor Ajay Jain, making significant efforts to establish relevance of ancient Indian wisdom in the Indian context. This year, activities included talks by Professor Deepak Jain, former Dean of Kellogg School, and a faculty development program in Agra on Indian thought and management, an online seminar series on Be Lazy or Successful, and also a course on research methodology for Indian thought and management, developed and delivered by Professor DPS Bhavuk from University of Hawaii. I attended a couple of sessions of this particular research methodologies session by Dr. DPS Bhavuk, and found it very interesting as to how we can take research on Indian thought and management and make it more mainstream in scientific circles. Sometimes Indian thought and management gets a short shrift because we have not been able to integrate it well into different areas of our curriculum, and Professor Bhavuk had some interesting ideas on this. We also had a roundtable discussion on draft cybersecurity law and emerging technology regulations. The National Cybersecurity Coordinator, along with key government stakeholders and ministries, representatives, academia, lawyers, and public policy people attended to discuss the needs for India and to have a robust cybersecurity framework in the country supplemented by law to counter the increasing complexity and number of cyber attacks. I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but one of the faculty here at MDI-Gurgaon is the lead principal investigator in setting up the cybersecurity governance framework for the country. Chair Dex at MDI also did a project on cybersecurity governance framework that I just talked about. The Teaching and Learning Center at MDI is a responsible service outreach initiative focused on capability building of faculty and PhD scholars for classroom excellence. The center carried out the activities which I think you're already aware of, as chairman mentioned it very explicitly. The Teaching Center had a collaboration with Advertising Standards Council and also did a workshop for FPM and EFPM scholars from February 21 to 23, which was done by Professor Arun Pereira, an MIT Sloan International Faculty Fellow. The TLC also did an advisory and mentoring project on case and curriculum development in business management for other institutions, and a workshop on case teaching, the objective of which was to bring excellence into the B school classroom. MDI has always been known for its continuing education, where we bring practicing managers into the classroom and take them through different sessions on either leadership or marketing or operations management or cybersecurity and so on. This year, the Institute conducted 30 open training programs and 122 in-company programs. And as on 13th March 2024, 10 days ago, during this financial year, we had a total of 3,789 executives who participated in these programs. In-company training programs included clients like Boeing, Employee Provident Fund, Denso, Maruti Suzuki, and many others. And we also did programs for companies, for participants from USA, Southeast Asia, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. Our continuing education revenue for this year should be close to about 17.7, 18 crores approximately. Next year, we hope to target more. Similarly, consulting is an activity that we have engaged in for a long time. In 23-24, we did 16 long-term consultancy projects. 11 were, these were completed. 11 projects are currently ongoing. And we have others, assignments of other types also which are currently ongoing. Let me close by talking a little bit about the student activities. Students conducted the 27th edition of Delphi, the National Management Convention, and we had Mr. Arun Myra, who came here during the ceremony, and he talked about how to transform capitalism to improve the world for everyone. As you step out into the world, I believe his words should resonate for those of you guys who were there in the session that Mr. Myra did. His words should resonate with you because it's very true. Unbridled capitalism leads to a lot of inequality, and that is not good for society. Illumina, the Disguised Market Research Club, had its 27th edition, and this also drew a substantial audience to the campus. Imperium, the flagship club event club, hosted its 22nd edition, and it was organized independently by the students of the institute with events in culture, management and sports, which witnessed a participation of many thousands of students from across India. So that brings me to the end of the report, director's report. I want to also take this opportunity to thank my faculty colleagues and my staff colleagues who have aided me in the last 5 months to get into the system and to see how we can take MDI to better heights. To all the graduating students, I ask that in all your actions as alumni of MDI-Gurgaon in the future, please make your alma mater proud. Remain connected to this institution, come back often. We are committed to excellence, and we will look forward to your active engagement in that journey. And I hope that many of you, if not all of you, will be alumni that we at MDI-Gurgaon are proud to call us as our alumni. My goal is that 20, 30, 40 years from now, you can look back and say, yes, this is an institution that I am also proud of. Just like parents and children are kind of bonded for life, alumni and parent institutions are also for life. And so therefore, I look forward to your continuing engagement with the institution. My congratulations once again to the graduating students, to your proud parents. Stay connected. Thank you very much.